Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey,
Hey.
hey. Oh, she finally moved her hand.
Oh.
Okay. This is another FRASER Family Foundation promo film.
Hola.
We will be doing a demonstration at the local Dollar Tree in north central Wisconsin at the very first part of June. Can't do it
That's
in May because
Red
there's too many
Mountain,
really big things coming
Wisconsin.
up for this family. And I'd like to thank all the people that are watching us.
All
I
the
know.
viewers. Yes.
Okay, I know there's people in the United States are watching us from all over the United States, but I'd like a special hi. Hey, wave hi, and not in my face either.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. So anyway, like to say hi to all those people watching
Hola.
us from France.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for watching. I don't know how to say that in French, but muchas gracias, bienvenido.
Well, I just said see, and
Yeah.
you were talking about France.
Okay,
Sorry, I don't know
so
any French.
anyway, I'm Master Gardener Birdie Day.
And I'm Bobby Butts for life.
And the reason we're both not sitting behind this desk is because, as you can see, we haven't gotten the room all straightened around yet. There's a lot of stuff. This is one of our studios that's going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have...
She said one up.
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to have a lot of stuff done. Plus, eventually, we're going to have a great big studio in a real business building.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that we have worked. Now, as you look around, there are things up here that mean quite a bit to us. I know a lot of you watched Bobby Butts for Life on her last video, and she just happened to mention what do sweet potatoes have to do with patchouli oil. Now, I don't have a patchouli plant here, and you're going to be amazed as to what a patchouli plant really is, because a lot of people don't know this. But
especially
we have,
and including myself.
We have, this is, she also mentioned, thank you so much, all the people that she said we made the last film of Bobby Butts for Life. We showed that one. We originally aired that one on May 20th of 2020. And our mother died about 7 weeks before that.
Yes.
And a lot of you showed a lot of concern for that, even though it was a rerun and this is 2025. But this is one of the hats.
And we give that back to you.
This is one of the hats that Mom used to wear. She used to belong to a group called the Red Hat Society. And I'm going to take this off right now. This is one of my old gardening hats, believe it or not. Hopefully it'll stay up there. It's not work, it's fun hat. And I'm going to put this one on. I'm going to wear this. Mom used to wear this. She used it. It's a group here in Wisconsin called the Red Hat Society. And by the way, one of the reasons we're doing this, we're leading up to that big demonstration. Now, I'm going to be answering all kinds of gardening questions. I don't know if Professor Watchwell is going to be there, but Bobby Butts for Life is going to be there. This manager already checked. This is the Dollar Tree in Rib Mountain, Wisconsin. She already checked with her corporate headquarters, and they're very excited for us to do this. I'll be answering a ton of gardening questions, okay?
And in the past, when we had our FRASER Family Foundation, it was established and going quite well. Dollar Tree was one of our former sponsors.
One of our sponsors, yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
So they're well aware of us and vice versa, and we thank you so much. They're a great, great bunch of people. As all of you viewers are, thank you so much. We can't say thanks enough.
So, at any rate, I have a couple things in front of me. I want you to say, Bobby, but maybe would you like to show them this hat?
Sure.
This is one of the neat hats that I used to wear in the summertime. I still do.
And I have the same exact hat.
And
so.
I always wanted somebody to print with really good printing on there. It's not work, it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's just called a regular Panama hat. Mm-hmm. And it's for when it's really hot outside. Okay, so one of the reasons that we are doing this is because there are so many people now that are starting to watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And by the way, this is being recorded on an iPad. First time we're doing this, not just regular phone. And we want to see how it goes. Plus, we also have the corporate sponsors from U.S. Cellular right here in Wisconsin as well.
Those same guys town as Dollar Tree, both Red Mountain.
Those guys do an absolutely phenomenal job of helping us with our stuff. And I thought we'd talk a little bit. I'm going to let Bobby Butts for Life talk about this before I make fun of the blueberries here. I'm not really making fun of them, but there's a reason as to why I'm going to do this. There's a Latin word associated with blueberries and all dark-skinned fruits and vegetables. And it does have to do with your blood circulation, and I know a lot of people have this, tinnitus or tinnitus. Looking for a doctor out there to work with this on medical stuff, because we're not doctors. Yeah, folks, I've got a pretty good position. I'm a Wisconsin State Fair judge. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to claim to be one. A lot of people ask me, what's in the stuff that you eat? Well, one of the things I do want to get out is that some of the stuff that we eat doesn't have the minerals in it that it's supposed to have in it. And yes, this is a FRASER Family Foundation promo. And the reason we're doing this is because we're leading up to a big donation to Man of Honor here in Wisconsin. I told them about that already, and they like the idea, and Dollar Tree likes the idea too. So I also told US Cellular about it, so we might be doing one there too. We don't know for sure, but at any rate, we
also have many other sponsors as well.
We do things.
And we had in the past. We may be dealing with some more of those.
We do things sometimes on a wing and a prayer. Everybody does. It doesn't matter. I'm going to let Bobby Buds for Life take this little horsey here, the Pegasus horse.
Yep.
And it says on a wing. One side says on a wing.
See that, cameraman? Andy, our cameraman for many, many years.
Many years.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, here we have a wing, as it says.
Right.
And we and many other people do things on a wing. And on the other side is wing a prayer. Okay? Apropos, as it may be, wing and a prayer. And regarding what she's talking about is the fact that sometimes we just, as many of you all do, and again, to support my sister, not Bobby Butts, but Master Gardner's position, Bernie Delaney. We do things on a whim. Because you sometimes, as a lot of folks do, get a gut feelings, quote unquote. Not, I'm not saying, that's chapter and verse, as they say. However, it's just something that's innate within a person. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we have to, because there are time frames for things, okay? And also, again, we are not doctors. Everything we do here is merely what we have either heard about, done research on, tried, or not, and then suggested to you all who are wonderful viewers. Okay, we can't say thanks enough. Again, I know I keep repeating that, but that's the way it is. Because without you, how could we do this? Okay, thank you. All right, on a wing and a prayer. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and do it. You know the thing, the insignia of Nike's, the check mark, I guess it is. And then it also says below it, just do it.
Just do it.
That's what we do. That's how we do things. Sometimes not. Sometimes it's already orchestrated on a list and go down the list. Yes, but things happen.
And then there's those instances where everybody feels a gut check and they say, people are telling me not to do this, but I know it's going to work out. And then they do it, and it does work out. And we go on a wing and a prayer, not for everything. But we put our faith, we're Christian conservatives, we put our faith in Jesus Christ.
Yes, and let Him lead our steps.
And we let Him lead our steps.
And that's hard to do, being humans.
This particular thing right here is one of the necklaces. It's a seashell necklace that our mother used to wear. So I put it on the Pegasus horse, and we'll let him stay right over here. Because right now he wants to fall down. But I'm going to put him right here, just like that. And we not only are going to be doing some live demonstrations, it's up to us to decide whether we want to put it live on TV, which we have the possibility and capability
and the power
of doing.
And the
we can go live. We can put it on one of the internet channels. We can record it and put it out later and say it's a recorded version. But we also can put it right on the internet through YouTube. We can go on Facebook or Twitter X.
Yes.
And that's why we're doing this. And also, we're going to start donating money to the Man of Honor here in Wisconsin as well. We took care of a lot of veterans before, FRASER Family Foundation. We had that group because of the the scamdemic from the China virus and all that stuff. Donations dropped off, so we couldn't do it anymore. We got a lot of businesses willing to work with us. We're going to get them to work with us again. Great Lakes Veterans Administration out of Green Bay, there once. And we're going to have not only all the donations from that day in June at Dollar Tree go to Man of Honor, but then we're going to start donating to some of the other veterans organizations as well. We are bringing it back, FRASER Family Foundation. We have to get all the taxes straightened out. We did a tax return every year. That was never a problem. But we have to get everything straightened out. And that always takes a lot of time. And our accountant says, come on in, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
And he's really busy too, because he's great. He's wonderful at his.
I'm going to talk a little bit about, this is not, it's not work, it's fun garden show. And yes, I know a lot of people they're asking when we're going to do episodes out from my yard again. Well, if you live in Wisconsin, you know why we won't do it until probably May or June. There's a lot of snow on the ground.
About a couple of days at least.
All right, so I'm going to say this once the right way. These are blueberries, okay? And you can get them in any store. They're frozen blueberries. They contain what is known as lipoflavonoids, okay? Lipoflavonoids. How about decadricanoids?
Oh, no. Noids? What are noids?
That's the noids that come in here and they annoy us. Yeah. Oh, you're annoying me. Okay, so anyway, these are...
I resemble that remark.
Flippernerds, okay?
Oh, boy. Okay.
These are blueberries. Any skinned, dark-skinned fruit or vegetable. And, yeah, folks, you can eat coleslaw. You don't have to... Well, a lot of people like to eat cabbage, like in stew and stuff. But a dark skin and cabbage has to do with gut health, okay? But anything like this can help with if you have tinnitus, all right? Now, I've studied doctors. I've gone to many of the different doctors' sites. But I found this, I'm not talking finding this out just recently, folks. This is something I learned over 30 years ago. Yes, I've been doing this work for a long, long time.
If I could interrupt here.
Go ahead.
She studied at the University of Platteville, Wisconsin.
Yep.
And also, you do have a degree or license or something regarding horticulturalism?
Professional horticulturalist.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a professional horticulturalist.
She knows her stuff.
I have the certificate from that and my master gardener. Don't ask me where they are in this house. I don't know. And personally, I really don't care. So anyway, these are blueberries, and you're supposed to eat one serving, maybe an 8-ounce serving every day. Sometimes I eat more than that because it contains the lurfaflurfanoids. It'll help
What, you
with
say
the
snow flurries. What?
Yeah, that's what I said. Sure, okay, sure, that was it. Anyway, the dustanoids. Okay, well, anyway, the double-deckernoids. Anyway, this will help with tinnitus. Now, I recently have a very slight case of tinnitus or tinnitus. And it really doesn't matter how you pronounce it, because people pronounce it different ways. I've heard...
Because, to tell you what it is, ringing in the ears.
Yes, ringing in the ears. I know
and actually,
a lot of people
our father had that. God rest his soul.
Who?
Our father.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he had it.
Okay, so anyway, it helps increase the blood circulation. It also helps for your heart. Contains a lot of potassium too, okay? And the potassium in your bloodstream will help the blood flow as well. It also helps with gut health, okay? Gut health is really, really important. You know, I want to say this name the right way, but having a lot of fun saying sickanercanerds. Sure flying annoyeds. Okay, so anyway, how about the flies in the mosquito? No, we don't want that. Okay, so anyway, if you try this, and there is one thing that I want you to do. This is actually a judo trick that I learned. I have a black belt in the art of judo from years ago. I still have it.
Studied for 10 years. And,
if you have anything going on with your ears, there are some main nerves that go around here. You just rub your ears. Some people shake them like this, okay? But if you rub them like this, that will help increase the blood flow and help that tinnitus. And sometimes it'll last for 5 seconds. Sometimes it'll last for an hour. I mean, you can do it as many times as you want. And that's why, folks, I'm looking for a doctor, a real medical doctor to work with these shows so we can hook up and go back and forth. Because I think what we eat and what the medical, especially holistic doctors, real medical doctors, not fake ones, I'm talking about real MDs, what we eat does affect our system. And that's something that I studied a long time ago in the horticultural courses that I took at Platteville, Wisconsin. That was stressed, believe it or not. And also what's not going, okay, these blue aflupinoids, they are supposed to,
we do this all day long.
they're supposed to contain things like vitamin B12, potassium, a little bit of calcium, magnesium. And those are some of the minerals that are not going into our soil, because when we use the fast food fertilizer from China, and nothing against those people and nothing against our farmers, when we use those fast food fertilizers, the minerals aren't in there. They're not in there, and they're not going back into the soil.
And so, I might add, you have had many people, professionals, approach her and ask her about that.
Absolutely.
As well, and they are aware of it. This is an awareness, but it needs to be brought out so it can be dealt with. I also want, I hate to, keep interrupting. I just wanted to add regarding the foods to eat, because, the foods don't cause the ringing in the ears, but because we have it, not only blueberries is a really good thing to eat, but also beef broth is phenomenal. And the beef broth, and now that is a craze lately.
Yeah,
I would say within the last 6 months or so, a lot of people, period, not just Americans, are aware of the fact that beef broth does aid in a lot of things. And actually, with being one who does have the ringing in the ears that I inherited, obviously from our, God rest his soul, our lovely father, since I've been taking the beef broth, actually, I'm now taking some other things as well, but mainly that, it lessens. It does work.
It does.
To lessen it. Also, you can take, that's one of the things that holistically we take as a family. Many of us in our family do this. And you can take that pretty much as any time during the day you like. So, I just, not to, to prove your point. Okay.
At any rate, folks, try it for yourself.
Yeah.
And we always talk about aloe vera. Aloe vera has so many of the minerals that are not in the ground in it already. They're just in there. That's the way that God designed it. Okay, all the big, huge leaves. I can't even bring the big aloe vera plant down that I have. It's too heavy. Two of us have to lift it off, as well as a pineapple plant that I have is really big. And by the way, Mr. Cameraman, can you get a shot of this right up here? Freedom is not free. In the very last episode that we did from Bobby Butts for Life, she was using this blanket. Freedom is not free. And folks, we thank Jesus Christ up above, God, Lord in heaven, that we are of the mind that this country is going to be straightened out. And yes, I do like President Trump.
Yes.
I'm not going to deny it. People get really mad at me when I say that, but I really don't care.
Oh, some people have called many names regarding that fact, even in the family.
They don't
However,
like
that's
that.
life, and that's their choice. It is, as she's saying, a free country. We do have freedom of speech.
We
Again,
do.
Not to interrupt.
Absolutely.
It had been kind of taken away, or the thought was there to try to control anyone's speech regarding the freedom of speech and what we want to do. However, it's now been at a point where it's going to be starting to just really, really be unveiled. Again, freedom is not free. And this is America, and it is a free country.
Okay, so I took a blueberry, and it takes your, it takes it leaves blue on you. I better have a blue tongue.
No, just a little bit of blueberry on the tongue.
Well, okay, well, whatever. But at any rate, these are really good for a lot of things. Tinnitus is one of them. I also got my gum in my mouth too. Okay, so anyway, lipoflavonoids, not the Duca nerds, are they're really good for that. If you eat a little bit of that and do a few exercises, stretch. You can go like this. You can go like this. We learned in judo. We learned acupressure, and that's where you can take your wrist and get the airflow. And you can do that. There's one of these points right here. There's a couple of them right here. There's some right here. That's acupressure. That actually comes from the ancient art of judo. And they've got a bunch of other names too, but I'm just going to stick with judo because that's what I learned. I studied for 10 years. Yes, I do have a black belt. And that's something you can do for yourself. And we are all about doing things for ourselves.
Being independent.
Mm-hmm. And that's why, again, folks, I can't say this enough. I would like a doctor to connect with us. And we'd like to, through the internet, get together with them. And one last thing before we go. We have a notification at UWSP right here in Wausau. That's UW Stevens Point. The campus in Wausau used to call UWMC, University of Wisconsin, Marathon County. They changed it quite a long time ago to Stevens Point. Mm-hmm. They're Stevens Point University at the Wausau campus is what they are. That we're looking for people to do little infomercials with us. And if you would like to
shorts
do that,
shorts.
Yeah, if you would like to do that, we will soon have a business number connected with Fraser Family Foundation, the It's Not Work, It's Fun channel.
And a new one. We used to have one, and that no longer exists.
Oh, that hasn't existed forever. There's a big long story there.
It's there's a story behind it. However,
and it isn't because we couldn't afford it either. That had nothing to do with it. But I will tell you this: if people in this area, they have to be in the Wausau area, would like to contact us, you can contact us through our Fraser Family Foundation P.O. Box
2125
FFF of America, P.O. Box 2125, Wausau, Wisconsin 54402. It's FFF of America, P.O. Box
2125,
Wausau, Wisconsin
54402.
Okay. So at any rate, you will be able to contact that business number and get a hold of and leave a message if you are a business. I'm not going to do them on my phone anymore because I just I want to do it on the business phone and the iPad. Okay? So, yeah, blueberries contain lipoflavonoids. Yeah, I actually said it right that time. and some other things that are good for our systems. So,
something about sweet potato.
All right. So, in her last episode that we aired, which was from May 20th, 2020, she said, and I quote, "What do sweet potatoes have to do with patchouli oil?" Well, guess what? Patchouli oil actually is from the mint family. Not a lot of people know that. And they both contain, and you could say it wrong if you want,
hyaluronic acid.
Mm-hmm. Hyaluronic acid. Hiya, folks, acid. What? Okay, so we're going to expound more on that. The patchouli oil actually comes from the mint family. The mint family grows everywhere in the world, and it actually is patchouli oil. It is known to be originated from the warm parts of India. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And they say Southern Africa too. Maybe it is. I've studied a lot of this stuff, and like I said, folks, I studied this stuff many, many years ago for a lot of different reasons. this stuff, you're getting a lifetime's worth of knowledge from almost the past over 45 years. And so, yeah, that's why a lot of people are going to be coming to Dollar Tree. Very first part of June in Rib Mountain, Wisconsin. I'm Master Gardener Bernie DeLaNay.
And I'm Bobby Butts for Life, FRASER,
Until next time, be green and remember, it's not work. It's fun. That's the name of the channel on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
And remember, freedom is not free, folks.
Bye-bye.
We are blessed to be free. Adios.
Bye-bye.